see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take it. On the move, it's ball. A collision, and he's
such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running back. The run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get...
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
To go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Jacobs.
For the football, they're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him.
You see a lot of quarterback drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just 2:49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The throw to the outside is complete. Taken out.
The focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred.
That was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion. Quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's dropped and give to the running back. He is going.
Only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he can line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes! And his
integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now It's Livingston. The Gators are on the move. Going to the run. It's Ball. Down at 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone.
They keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. The Sneak scores it.
I'll tell you what, unless I do something like this, I need an athlete. We don't really get him up there. He just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the heat gets there.
Been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change.
High over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to.
On the right side. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over. Right to the house.
He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half. Down 4. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. I'm here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. This defensive front just...
You'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's going to take off. Out to the 32. Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Yeah, near the sticks, it's Wilson. There he goes! At the 20. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And you just points here before the end of the half.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You'll take this every time.
Stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
Inside the 40, they'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception is set up.
Stick by the defender. How about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football, made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
On the run, still looking. At midfield, he's got room. They finally give up a big play. We got a timeout point on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. The quick out. He's all the way down to the 20.
We can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This defense, man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage, and I tell you what, make it physical.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida!
They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half, but the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be
really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is...
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Huge plays like that. And Chase got it at the 22-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just...
Defense is struggling right now while they're trailing on the scoreboard as they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
Now, just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. We've got to get one more snap before the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Gators will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20th, and the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up.
Deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. Pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns to get it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive.
Best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third down.
Rush coming in hot.
First down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Keeps it going. Got a little space. That's the kind of play that can really...
Seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's got the first down, and they did. Look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He's now over once.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, if those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
And a good job.
Problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators! He has been surgical.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead.
Off unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't.
To complete that throw, they just didn't have it there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it.
And quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity.
And the Heat gets there.
There's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Will not able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. A big explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Lagway. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way downward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Well, it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little, buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback.